it's your girl Leticia and I'm back with another video for you guys. As you guys can tell from the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about the best and the worst makeup palettes. And I have something to say about each one. My makeup palette collection is growing. It's not as big as I want it to be, but it's growing. And actually, another quick disclaimer, all of these makeup palettes were actually no. Two of them were not bought by me. My parents bought them for me. But other than that, everything else was bought by myself. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the ones that I necessarily hate, that I just can't stand, that I don't even use, that I just don't even know why I purchased them in the first place. So, let's talk about it. So, the first one that we're going to talk about is going to be the Naked Urban Decay palette. And this one's actually a fake. I just wanted to see how a fake one would look like. I don't use it at all. I have never used it. I just swatched it and like I bought it just to see what a fake looked like. But the colors don't even match, guys. They don't even match. Here's a palette. It came with a little fake brush. I actually do like using the brush. And these are the colors it comes with. Like right off the bat, y'all can literally tell that it looks fake. I just don't go for it because it's fake. So we ain't gonna put fake stuff on our face. So, all right, the next one was actually given to me as a gift at my 15. So for my 15, I guess, whatever it's called. And it's just this one, and it's by e.l.f. It was by e.l.f. I used to say eye, lips, face. So just looks like this. I don't want to try to see the mirror, but okay, anywho though, it looks like this. As you guys can tell, I only used two colors. This was my first makeup palette, but I just didn't use it because I didn't really like the colors, and it had like highlight. The highlight was actually really pretty right now that I think about it. Yeah. Y'all see that? That looks so pretty. Alright, the next one, I actually also ordered it off of Wish. It looks so pretty and like holographic. Well, not holographic, it's like a mirror. I love the packaging. The packaging literally was what sold me. And the colors did too. Just wait till y'all see it. I thought that it was gonna be shimmery, but only the first layer is. And this was called Weini Hiao Kia. I can't say that word, but this is pretty much the brand. The one that I absolutely never gravitate for as well, but is not on the bottom of the collection, is this one, and it's called Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. Y'all about to see why I made that face. It's by Oakland, and I got it off of Shop Hush. And the reason why I made that face is because how is this natural? Y'all let me know. How is this natural? It's not. But I use this one because of the handy dandy mirror, and this is a mirror that I use to do my makeup. So, alright, so then I have my mini palettes, guys. And they're just in this little drawer thingy that this little basket thingy that I have. And, yeah. So the first one that I have is the CoverGirl True Naked Goldens. And I actually do not use this palette too much. Like, I only use it during the fall because of those colors. This color was the one that really caught my eye. I want to see that. It's like this olive green color. I really liked it. And so that's why I picked it up at the drugstore. That one's one of my favorites, actually. Then I have two Wet n Wild palettes. And this one is the Bare Necessities. And this one's pretty much like a dupe for the Naked One palette. So I actually heard that the Naked One palette was getting discontinued. So I'm kind of glad that I have this one. And I mean, like I told you guys, I had the fake, but I'm not putting that on my face. So not going to risk it. But pretty much that. I don't really gravitate towards this. My mom does. She's the one that steals makeup from me. But then we have this one. And this one is called Nude Awakening. And this one's like a rose gold type palette, and it kind of reminds me of the Naked 2. So I want to say that these both were palettes that were like dupes for the Naked palettes. Wet n Wild's a pretty good inexpensive brand that you guys could use, so that's pretty good. Alright, so the next one that we have is the Too Faced Chocolate Chip palette. So this one's just the chocolate chip one. It's basically all matte colors, and I don't really use this. I don't know. I don't really gravitate towards it, but it's nice to have because it smells like chocolate. So that one's pretty nice. Right, the other little mini that I have is this one by Huda Beauty, and it's called Warm Brown Obsessions. And this one, I really, really love the colors, guys. I love Huda Beauty. Like, oh my gosh, yes, girl. That is gorgeous. I love traveling with this one too, keeping it in my purse sometimes when I know that I'm gonna have to retouch or something, because I usually like using warm tones. So that one's pretty good for that. Then I have the Too Faced Natural Eyes. I remember this one was my favorite makeup palette my junior year. So pretty much looks like that. Has a bunch of nude colors, and I think it's pretty nice. So this one's definitely one that I recommend you guys having in your collection because it goes a long way. So then the last one that we have for the minis is the Tarte's Pro To Go by Tarte. And once again, this one's another one that's really nice to have in your purse to retouch. Has those golden, those browns, those neutrals. So it's pretty nice. Alright, so now we're going to be talking about the infamous Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So, well, the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. So, this palette, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am a huge fan, just like everybody else. I am a huge fan of Jaclyn Hill. She's amazing. I'm a huge fan of Morphe. Like, this was just amazing. But the only thing I do not like about Morphe is the fact that they don't have a mirror. That's the only thing that Morphe needs, guys. Morphe, if you're watching this, which I really don't think you're going to be watching this because I'm still not that known. But if you're watching this, consider adding a mirror, or maybe like a little small one like in the corner or something. But then again, I love y'all's formula, so you can't get the best of both worlds, guys. To be honest with you guys, it's either one or the other. But other than that, this palette is really nice, and I have no complaints about it. Like, the shadows are really pigmented. The only one that I do have to complain about is this eyeshadow right here, and I believe it is called Obsessed. This eyeshadow right here, I literally have to dig into it just to get some pigmentation out of this color whenever I'm doing my makeup, or I have to apply it with my finger. So when I apply it with my finger, it comes out really nice, but when I apply it with the brush, or when I damp my brush, the pigmentation sucks. That's the only complaint that I have about this palette, just that one eyeshadow. So, moving on. The next one that we're going to be talking about is, once again, Shop Hush, guys, because your girl does a bunch of shopping on Shop Hush. So I have two makeup palettes. Well, I have more, but these are like the ones that go together, I guess you could say. These are both dupes for the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk and the Rose Gold palette. I want to say that's the other one that was called. So the first one is the Bad Habit Athena palette, and I once again love how they have mirrors, very convenient. I love the colors, guys. Literally, it's like a dupe. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's legit a dupe. I don't know. Huda Beauty, not Huda Beauty. Oh. I support Huda Beauty, yes. I love her shadows and everything. But your girl is broke, and she can't afford that. So I'm going to need a cheaper version. You know, I'm still a big fan of it. Still keep doing what you're doing. But, guys, this palette was like 12 bucks, I want to say. And look at the pigmentation. Like, can we just... Yeah. You know? But... in all means, if you can afford the palette, I suggest you to actually support the name brand, the actual brand. But if you don't have the money and you want to get something affordable, then definitely check out Shop Hush. I am not sponsored by them, but it is a place where I like getting my palettes from when I can't afford a certain palette that I want. So that's that. Then we have this one, and this one's called Aphrodite, and it's also by Bad Habit. And it just, like, I want to say it's a rose gold one. The rose gold palette dupe thingy. So the other one's a Desert Dusk. But once again, very pigmented as well. So, yeah. Then we have the quads. I guess you could say not the quads, but like the one that looked like a square. So the first one that I have is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. And honestly, I just got this because I haven't been able to get my hands on the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. I want to say it's BH Cosmetics that does it. Or Makeup Revolution. I don't know. It's one of those two, but it's called Take Me Back to Brazil. And that's the one that I wanted, but I couldn't get my hands on it. So I got this one, and this one's actually pretty good too. It's by NYX, like I said. It's pretty nice, guys. Then I have these palettes from Wet n Wild. I hated this one. Never used it. Never will use it. The colors are nice. Colors are pretty. I just don't gravitate towards purples anymore, though. Maybe if I was like a freshman in high school once again, I would gravitate towards this palette, but I don't really like it. It is called Petal Pusher. So this one was my all-time favorite, guys. This was my favorite palette. I am telling you, favorite palette, end of sophomore year, beginning of junior year. Oh my gosh, it is called Comfort Zone, and I would wear this green eyeshadow all the time. That's why you guys can see a little like dent right there, and then this one too. This was my go-to palette in high school. One that I actually just added to my collection is the Tartelette Toasted by Tarte. And once again, gold packaging really got me. I think it's so cute, and definitely feels high-end, guys. Like, there's some palettes that feel high-end and there's some that don't. This one, oh, see how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, this palette is beautiful. Oh my god, I love these shadows. Perfect, guys. And it smells good too. So definitely not a regret whatsoever on this makeup palette. Once again, now I have some other palettes from Shop Hush. And this one is called Royals by Bad Habit, and it's a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. And when the Modern Renaissance palette first came out, your girl did not have a job. She did not have any income whatsoever. I would only get like $10, $20 from my parents. So no, it didn't get me anywhere, guys. So I had to buy this one once again, like I told you guys. I had to buy this one on Shop Hush. It was just 10 bucks. I couldn't afford the real thing. If I could have, I would have bought it. This is a dupe. This one's called Retro Love by Bad Habit, and it's a dupe for the Subculture palette. And honestly, I only bought this because of the yellow tones. And I was gonna use this makeup palette for my graduation. I wanted to do something like gold, you know. So this palette came in the day right after that I graduated. So that's that for you. Now I have the Lorac Pro 3. This is definitely not my favorite palette. Lorac is definitely a what's it called? It's definitely a brand that I am not really a big fan of. I used to be a big fan of when I really got into makeup, but now I am no longer a fan of it, just because some of their eyeshadows really need improvements. This one, on the shimmery ones, which are the bottom ones, I had a bunch of issues. As you guys can kind of tell, this one is like getting like really like, what's it called? This one has been really damaged. So I really don't hesitate for this palette anymore, but I love the colors in it. I love the colors in it. But I just don't really gravitate towards Lorac, the brand in general. So now I have the Lorac Pro I Heart Brunch palette. This one, I remember when I first was getting into makeup as well, I saw it and the colors spoke to me, especially that blue right there. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get it. I need this palette in my life. They sold it at Kohl's, and I went to Kohl's, and I did not have the money for it because this one was like 45 bucks as well, almost $50 as well. And I did not have the money for it. So I was like, I'm gonna save up. I found it almost a year later at Nordstrom Rack, and it was only like 13 bucks, I want to say 20 bucks for this thing. And I was like, I am getting it now. This was my childhood dream, and I am purchasing it. And I did. And like I said, the pigmentation of the eyeshadows really did disappoint me. I'm not a big fan of it, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I am when I'm really not. So alright, so this one is a very meaningful palette to me, guys. This palette was a palette that, this was my very first high-end makeup palette, and it's the Stila Matte and Metal palette, and it looks like this. This was the very first makeup palette that I bought with my own money, high-end. This was 50 bucks. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I did it, but your girl did. And this one, as you guys can see, it was very much loved as well. Those shimmery tones are very, very used. So that's that. No regrets in it. Really liked it. Next one is by Shop Hush, and it's the Oakland Matte eyeshadows, and this one says matte eyeshadows. Oakland, get yourself on track, because the other one was called neutrals and this one's called matte, but y'all have shimmery tones in here. So this one's a dupe for the Lime Crime palette. I'm not sure which one, but y'all tell me down below which one y'all think it is. But anywho though, I love this palette, love the shades. This one's definitely one of my go-to traveling palettes. I like these shadows. They're really pigmented as well. Like I told you guys, Shop Hush has a bunch of like eyeshadows that are pigmented. I am not sponsored by them. I just really, really like them, guys. So if I keep talking about them, bear with me. Okay, guys. One of my makeup palettes that, once again, actually, no, this one was a gift from my mom. This one was one of the first ones that got added to my collection when I was starting off with makeup. It's by NYC, and it's called Lovatics by Demi. And you guys can't get this anymore because this brand went out of business. But it's basically, once again, another dupe for the, you can see it was very much loved. Was another dupe for the Naked One palette. I remember that when that palette came out, so many dupes were coming out. So there's that for you guys. Y'all can tell your girl loved this palette with her life. Like this was my palette. Like man, it just brings back so many high school memories, guys. Alright guys, so the last two drugstore, I guess you could say, because the other one my dad bought it for me, but the last ones that I have that are like small like this are by L'Oreal, and this one's called La Palette Nude Intense, and this is called La Palette Nude. I don't know, I used to really like these when I first got them, but then I started getting more into high-end makeup and I dropped them. But they're pretty good eyeshadows, guys. Like, they're pretty good. Definitely get this if you're barely starting your collection. I definitely recommend L'Oreal. They're a pretty good makeup brand. I remember I used to love using their foundation, the little one that looks like a medicine bottle. So this one's another one. I really used to like using purple tones. I remember. Purple tones were everything, and I used to use a purple lipstick too. So, well, the burgundy lipstick. So, all right, the last one that I have for you guys is this huge one, and my dad actually bought this for me for Christmas last year as well. I got a bunch of makeup last year actually for Christmas, now that I think about it. But it's pretty much like this, and he got it for me because he was just like, I know you love makeup, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you every single color just so you can stop buying makeup palettes. But did that work? No. Your girl's always gonna buy makeup because I love it. So yeah, sorry Dad, nice try. I appreciate the gift though. So it just looks like this, guys. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this palette is actually pigmented. Like, let me go ahead and show you which one's calling my name. This gold one right here is calling my name. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch it. And y'all sleeping on them Walmart. Y'all sleeping on Walmart, guys. Y'all sleeping on your Walmart holiday stuff. Look. I'll give y'all a second to think about that. So Alright guys, so I hope you guys liked that video. I know that this video was pretty long because I did have a lot of makeup palettes. Not as much as I wish I would have, like I told you guys, but I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for being able to purchase most of them except for like three or four that I did not purchase myself. But other than that, I'm grateful for everything that I have right now. I'm grateful for having the job that I do have. Anyways, y'all already know what to do. If you guys want to see this face more often, go ahead and add me on my social media, which will be my Snapchat and my Instagram, and it'll be in the description down below. And go ahead and thumbs up the video if you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe if you guys want to see my upcoming videos. Like I said, I'm probably going to be doing a trying to use my mom's makeup and then recreating my high school makeup. So definitely more makeup videos will be coming soon. They just take way too long to film, but I will be throwing them out for you guys because I want to show you guys how I do my makeup. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye guys.
Nobody pray for me. It been out there for me. Yeah, yeah.